Many thanks for staying with us, everyone. Governor Rocha's Okorocha, Governor of Imo State, has been speaking to us on the program on the unity of Nigeria and the tension across the country. Himself and some other leaders in the Southeast region met with the acting president on some of the key issues threatening the unity of this nation in the past few days. Let me go back to the governor who is in our Abuja studio. If you look at what some of the northern youth groups who made a declaration in Kaduna State last week, some of the things that he said was that the utterances and some of the things said by some of the southeastern groups, what has made them give the eviction notice to the Igbo people in the 19 states of the north. And today at the meeting you had, were you able to discuss some of these issues raised? Because they said if the Igbo says they want to go, these are genuine issues that needs to be brought to the table. What exactly are the solutions right now to some of the concerns of some of these northern youth and the eviction notice to them in the northern region?
Well, if you're talking about eviction notice, eviction from where? This is Nigeria, and Nigeria is for all of us. And every Nigerian should feel at home wherever he or she finds herself. This is what our constitution provides. So you cannot ask somebody to leave your own country and go where. So that statement does not make sense. And we've all condemned both statements by both IPOB and the statements by the Arewa youths. I think we'll have to try and bring this together and condemn it, because talking about it and leveraging on it and not treating it as a specific faulty procedure and statements will not help this nation. So we will not be talking about statement by the Arewa youths asking Igbos to go back. You should have said maybe the entire Arewa people, but they're saying Arewa youths. And when you say Arewa youths, these are a group of people, not all the youths of Arewa, for God's sake. And when you say IPOB, it's not all the youths of the Igbo nation is in IPOB. So these things must be, we'll try and bring this in closer, try and bring it to a small size where it belongs and deal with it, than expanding this into look as if there's the Holy Boys are at war with the North. When a section of the youths have made a statement against their colleagues in the North, or vice versa. So we should try and narrow this issue. And I think it's the way we're treating this matter that is taking a different dimension. People are discussing it beyond the scope where it should be. I've personally condemned both statements, and it's unwarranted. There's no reason for it. It's extreme statements. And many leaders in the North have stood up to condemn it. So it should be treated in its own size and specification. So if not, sometimes two people will now answer Nigerian youth and ask the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to leave. What does that mean? So let us try and narrow this issue and stop over-emphasizing on this statement. But let's see it as youthful exuberance and see how we can want those youths to desist from this action, Governor, rather than making it a national issue. I think we're over-dramatizing this thing and making it look like a
Governor
big issue.
Okorocha, the issue, if I may quickly butt in here, there was an issue raised on the floor of the House of Representatives over creation of the Southeast Development Commission and the agitation over development in the region. And there has been a question that who would you blame for the level of development in the Southeast? Would you put that blame at the doorstep of some of the past leaders of the region or the present leaders in the region? Or who would you want to blame for the kind of development that the people of the Southeast have right now?
Both. Everyone that has assumed office of leadership at federal level or state level should be blamed. It has nothing to do with the people. Now, the federal government have their own role to play. The state has their own role to play. If all play our roles, they will be fine for it. The NDDC has a role to play and all that. So we should blame the leaders in whatever form it is. If you're asking direct question, who should be blamed? The leaders should be blamed.
But do you subscribe to creation? Would you subscribe to the creation of a Southeast Development Commission Is there a need for such a commission to develop your region?
There's need. There's need. Whatever can bring about development, there's need. When they're asking for Southeast Development Commission, means that it's an acceptance of the fact that the required development have not been noticed in the Southeast. Like I just said to you, most of the things that I do in the Southeast are federal government projects done by me. For instance, the International Cargo Airport, which I'm building, some major roads, which I'm doing. These are all federal government responsibilities. So we're asking whatever is good for one should be good for other, and they should come to help the Southeast. Southeast is really bad. Believe me, it's really bad.
Governor Okorocha, as a leader of the people, if there is one thing that you think politically will settle the region, what would that be?
Yeah, come again.
If, as a leader in the Southeast region, politically speaking, if there is that one thing that will settle the region, that will make people be satisfied right now, what would that be?
Attention of government, more infrastructure development. I don't know what is in the budget this year. I want to check what is the budget for the Southeast. That's how it starts. If there are enough items on the budget, of course they should be executed. And who executes it? Who are the people in charge? Listen, since I became governor, I've been crying over my head, asking what department is responsible for bringing whatever it is for the Southeast, and it's not coming. And it's not because it is this administration. It's been there ages. It's been there even the time of President Jonathan Basenjo and the rest of the distance. So we're asking for attention. At least those major roads, they should do something about it, period. And once we handle this, that's it. So those who even seem to share sympathy with these young boys agitating for something doesn't make sense anymore.
Okay, just in 30 seconds, Governor Okorocha, as we close now, restructuring Nigeria, what would you say to that? People clamoring for restructuring Nigeria and 2014 confab. Do you think that's the way to go? Just in 30 seconds before we close.
Well, I think basically what I've said, that there's nothing wrong with Nigerian restructure. Everything starts with leadership. We're already a federated unit. This is good structure enough. We have the state and we have local government, we have federal government. States are federating unit, and they should get enough resources, enough powers, and put the right leadership in place. Things will take its rightful place. Even if you change and bring all the structures and you don't have proper leadership at all levels, you still have the challenge. So we shouldn't be blaming the structure. We should also think about responsibilities of leaders.
Governor Okorocha, always a pleasure talking to you. This conversation, I'm very sure, will continue in the coming days, but thank goodness that you're able to clarify some issues, and we must leave it at that. Many thanks for coming on the program, and that's our show for tonight. Many thanks for being part of it. On behalf of the team, I'm Sean Wakimbale. Bye for now.